Hey everyone, I am Wendy Newton. I'm Jordan Newton's mom, and I am here to tell you a little bit about what I currently do. I am the IT infrastructure manager at a law firm called Bowman & Brook. We have 9 offices, coast to coast, in every time zone. We do corporate products liability defense, which is basically corporations that are being sued for lots of money. Some of our major clients are Toyota, Honda, Ford, Ecolab, large corporations. So while we're classified as a small medium business. We have about 500 employees. We do big law and big IT. And being coast to coast in every time zone, there is a lot of unique needs and challenges in keeping the network running 24/7 for lawyers to do. So in our IT department, we have 23 employees from the CIO down. We're divided into a few different divisions. There's the services division, which is help desk. That's the person you call when you have a problem with your computer. First line, second line of support. There is the training division under services. They train the new employees. They train current employees that request more help with particular technology. They train on new technology that we are deploying. We have a trial support section under services as well. They support people, the trial teams specifically, when they are out in the war rooms trying cases. We have an applications division. They do our document management system, custom applications and development for users. And then we have my team, which is the infrastructure. We do basically everything behind the walls. We are circuits, power, servers, UPS, VMware, all communications, Exchange, Link, our phone systems, backups, and etc. So in a typical day, well, every day that I go to work is different. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes it's a firefighting day where we're reacting to something that happened. So it's like a sand crash, which takes down all of these servers. Or then we have other days where we are actually implementing new technology, testing stuff that we have seen and we think that our users can make use of to make their jobs easier, make them more productive. Or we're reacting to user requests, such as we have a litigation support department that specifically helps case teams with e-discovery and things like that. So they might come in and say, we need 3 terabytes of space right now on the network to upload all these documents for this trial that's coming up. Some of the stuff that we have 112 servers, 74 of which are virtual, VMware. We have 86 Cisco switches. We are using AdTrain routers right now. They're managed. We have over 30 appliances, including hardware network load balancers, SIP gateways, direct access appliances, VPN appliances, and things like that. And we have about 40 UPSs spread across our environment. We have about 200 terabytes of storage, and we have that spread across 3 SANs, storage area networks, 2 NAS that we just purchased. It's network attached storage, and a DAS, it's a direct attached storage, which is hosting our email accounts. And so one of the things that we like to do is play with the new technology as it comes in. And so a lot of the stuff that we do is very leading edge or bleeding edge. We have done betas, we've done Microsoft's pilot program when they did the OCS phone implementation, which replaces traditional phone systems. One of the cool things that we have right now, or in this past year, we rolled out direct access, which is you can take one of our laptops. So an attorney can take their laptop anywhere in the entire world. As long as there's internet, when they log into their laptop, it connects to the internet, their laptop's going to connect back to our network with them not having to do anything. Their link client is going to connect back to our network. So they can, from their computer, say I'll have speakers and microphones and cameras, they can make a phone call from their laptop. They could be sitting in Spain, Japan, wherever, and it goes out to the client or whoever they're calling as coming from their desk phone here in the United States. And so that's one of the things that they love, because they could also be on vacation in Tahoe on their boat with a Sprint card, call their client from their laptop and bill their client whatever they're billing while they're sitting there in their bathing suit and flip-flops on the boat. So that's one of the things that we did this past year. It's a lot of work, especially with supporting the 24/7. We do maintenance once a month, and generally we start on Friday, the third Friday of the month at 10 p.m. and we finish somewhere around 4 or 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. If we do not finish that night, then the next night we start again at 10 p.m. and work until 4, 5, or 6 Sunday morning. So it's definitely tiring, but if you love technology, it's a great job to get into. So I haven't always been there. Y'all are really lucky with some of the stuff that you get to do, especially with the robotics and the computer programming classes that y'all have. When we were in school, we did not have that. I think it wasn't until my junior year that our school actually got computers, and we had 6 computers in a lab, and they were the green screen, and we had a printer, dot matrix printer, that printed on the paper that was attached together with the little terry things at the side. And we used to have fun writing DOS programs to create banners to print out. And that was our first real exposure to computers. So I started out, the first time I went to college was, I went into engineering and decided after a year that that was not for me. Switched over to business and took accounting. And I actually did that for a few years. It was fun during the tax season because it was very fast paced. During the non-tax season, it was not very fun. So I ended up doing restaurant management for years. And I managed restaurants to start with. Then I was doing some district management, and then I became a training manager. And so I would train all the new managers that were coming in. And the reason that I liked it was every day was different. It was very fast paced. And then when I was 29, Jordan was getting ready to go into kindergarten. And I realized that my schedule was not conducive to her schedule. So I decided to go back to school, and when I first went back to UR, I was going to be a lawyer. And after 2 classes, I realized that was not for me either. It was a lot of writing. So I had to take a technology class that was mandatory, and the teacher was the head of the info systems department there. And she came to me and suggested that maybe if I stayed in law, to possibly do IP law or something along those lines, because she felt I had a knack for it. So she was a very smart lady, and I respected her opinion a lot. So I said, okay, I'll take another technology class and explore it a little further. And I did, and I was hooked from that point on. Totally switched my major. I stayed a little true. I kept my minor to be law and technology, and I actually ended up in the legal field working with technology. So it wasn't until I was 32 that I started doing that. So it's never too late to change your mind about what you want to do. It's never too late to find out what your true calling is. But again, y'all are very lucky to take advantage of the classes that you'll have to get into what you do. You always got to start from the bottom. A lot of kids come in and they want to definitely jump into like the server management side of things or things like that. And you really need to start, at the help desk level or the entry level, because unless you can understand what the other end of your technology is going through, you'll never really be able to service them properly from the back end. So you have to understand what the users are experiencing. When we roll this out, we're like, that little feature doesn't work quite correctly. Well, to us, it might be 2 extra mouse clicks. To them, when they're typing 120 strokes a minute, those 2 extra mouse clicks can definitely set them back by like an hour a day in productivity. And that's a lot of time when they're preparing to go to trial for a trial that's worth a few $1 million to our client. So that's it's a lot of work, as I said. Some of the most fun times though have been at 3 or 4 in the morning. We've been up 24, 36 hours during a sand failure or opening a new office. And when you find yourself in a job that you really like with a team that you really like to work with, then you will make the most of every minute. And so it's very important to just make sure that what you end up in, you really like to do and that you have fun with it. And even if you like what you do, make sure that you like the team that you're working with. So, because you have to go there every day. You wake up in the morning, always remember, is this what I want to do today for the rest of my life? So, anyone have any questions?